Wow, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. The future. It's a topic that always fascinates people. And in this business, there is no shortage of opinion about what lies ahead. While just about everyone can speculate, few are considered true futurists. And among that rare breed, no one is more respected or prolific than Sid Mead. This legendary illustrator and conceptual artist was behind movies like Blade Runner, Aliens, and Tron, and is one of the few who puts images to paper to provide a glimpse into what technology and design may have in store. And his visionary ideas inspired our California design team to dream up the thought-provoking concept you'll see in just a few moments. But before we get to the Telluride, let's talk about the new Kia. After investing heavily in design, manufacturing, R&D over the last 10 years, Kia has transformed into an industry-recognized leader in styling, quality, and advanced technology. And after entering last year as one of Yahoo's hottest brands, we certainly lived up to that billing. 2015 was the most successful year in our history, and our ability to outpace the industry without the benefit of a truck and a truck and a truck in our lineup speaks volumes about how far Kia has come in a very short period of time. But we're not slowing down. There are over 20 all-new or significantly redesigned vehicles headed to our showrooms over the next 5 years. And Kia will continue to grow and mature under the leadership of several key executives who are here with us today. So it is my honor to introduce the Vice Chairman and CEO of Kia Motors Corporation, Mr. Hank Lee. The Vice Chairman of Research and Development for Hyundai Motor Group, Dr. W.C. Yang. The President and Chief Design Officer of Kia Motors Corporation, Mr. Peter Schreier. And the President and CEO of Kia Motors America, Mr. Justin Sohn. Now, I mentioned 2015 was our most successful year, and there are a lot of reasons why. We set an all-time sales record surpassing the 600,000 unit mark for the first time. Optima was our bestseller for the 4th straight year, setting a new single nameplate record in the process. Soul sales increased for the 6th straight year, and deliveries of K900, our luxury sedan, nearly doubled, and will continue to grow with the arrival of a V6 model. And we sold our 6 millionth vehicle since starting in the US in 1994. 6 million vehicles. That's equivalent to selling over 30 cars per hour, 24 hours a day, for 21 straight years. Now, 2015 also saw one third-party group after another validate the world-class quality, dependability, and reliability of our products. According to J.D. Power, Kia is the #2 nameplate in the entire industry for initial quality and #1 amongst the non-premium brands. And if that wasn't enough, Kia also announced an aggressive 5-year, $10 billion plan to expand our green car lineup and improve average fuel economy by 25% by 2020. We'll be talking about our in-depth green car strategy next month in Chicago, where Kia's first ever dedicated hybrid, the Niro, will make its world debut. Now, as you can imagine, it's an exciting time for a company that never stops thinking about the future. And last week at CES, we debuted our DriveWise sub-brand for autonomous driving technologies and previewed an array of cutting-edge features that will find their way into Kia vehicles over the next 15 years. But by 2018, Kia will have invested over $2 billion in autonomous technology. And that's just the beginning as we look to improve the vehicles we make today and feed technology into the vehicles of tomorrow. Now, Kia is bringing new ideas and technologies to every segment we compete in, and you're about to see with the refreshed Forte sedan and the Forte 5. With all the talk about CUVs, you might be surprised to learn that our family of Forte compacts had their best year ever in 2015. We were up 15%. And as the reigning back-to-back touring car A champion and the Pirelli World Champion, the popularity and stature of the Forte line just continues to grow and grow. We've made some visual enhancements and added a host of advanced convenience and driver-assisted features to further Forte's momentum. So ladies and gentlemen, here now on the stage and to the right and left here is the decidedly futuristic 2017 Forte and Forte 5-door. Both the Forte sedan and the 5-door received subtle but noteworthy style changes, with new bumpers and wider grills up front for a more aggressive appearance and family resemblance to the all-new Optima, with new taillights completing the look in the back. And following the Optima's lead, the Forte 5 adds a number of driver assistance features, such as rear cross traffic alert, blind spot detection, and lane change assist. And the sedan over here adds even more, including autonomous emergency braking, front collision warning, dynamic bending lights, and in a first for Kia, lane keep assist. Now, depending on the trim, both the sedan and the 5-door offer UVO 3, the latest version of our award-winning infotainment and telematics system, which is compatible with both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and utilizes a new 7-inch color touchscreen. Now, the top-of-the-line turbocharged version of our European-inspired Forte 5 is now available with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, while the new Forte S model amps up the sedan's sporty demeanor with a sport-tuned suspension, 16-inch alloy wheels, a rear spoiler, a chrome exhaust tip, and LED positioning lights. And speaking of the sedan, the range-topping EX model delivers class-up features such as leather seating, heated front seats, new 17-inch alloy wheels, and a smart key with perimeter approach lighting and front door pocket lighting. The X sedan will continue to be powered by our 2-liter GDI 4-cylinder engine, while the other two trims come standard with a new 2-liter Atkinson Cycle i4 paired with either a 6-speed manual transmission or an available second-generation 6-speed automatic transmission designed for greater fuel economy. Now, the Forte line is known for being stylish, sporty, and practical, and these enhancements improve each of those qualities. And with the production starting at our new manufacturing plant in Mexico in just a few months, we expect big things for the Forte family in 2016. Okay, so we've taken a look at the immediate future with the refreshed Forte family, and now it's time to look even further out. Sid Mead once said, "The line between total fantasy and futuristic is a thread of reality." And our California design studio took that observation to heart, and those threads of reality led them to a futuristic world that is very bright. So let's look ahead at our aspirations and inspirations with the world debut of the Kia Telluride concept.
It is paramount that car designers set themselves in the future.
We've got to always be thinking what the next trend is.
In terms of looking at futurism and what the future could hold, Sid Mead was probably the biggest influence.
I was lucky enough to meet him when I was in college, actually. I remember going back to my dorm room and just sketching a bunch of stuff that I just really felt excited about.
Working on a far-reaching concept is a lot of fun, but I always appreciate some of the challenges with something that's maybe a little bit more rooted in reality as well.
When we started to design Telluride, it was about creating a premium SUV, bigger than any of the vehicles we currently offer.
The way we approached the exterior definitely allowed for a lot of interior volume. The interior designers took that and ran with it.
For the Telluride's interior, we wanted to emphasize business class luxury airline seating.
We decided to go with an all-black interior. I think it brings out that technology.
There's smart fabric in the seat back of the seats. This fabric will actually read your vitals and display them on the screen next to you in the doors. We have this technology called LER, a panel in the overhead console that kind of simulates sunlight and actually help you recalibrate. You get in and you feel like your own little private utopia where you're also very in control.
As designers, we're living in the future every day. Telluride brings that future to life in a big way.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Designer of Kia Design Center America, Tom Kearns.
Thank you. Good afternoon. You know, for generations, people have tried to predict what the future will look like. But at our studio, we're not interested in predicting the future. We want to create it. And in that process, redefine the relationship between man and machine. And that is the galvanizing idea behind the Telluride concept, which hints at a future that is grounded in reality, but not bound by the present. So let's begin with the basics. The Telluride is a full-size, 3-row, 7-passenger luxury SUV that will transport its occupants from urban neighborhoods to upscale ski resorts with ease. It has a lot of attitude with a menacing front fascia that supersizes Kia's signature grille, recessed quad LED headlamps, pronounced horizontal LED indicator lights, and an aggressive polished metal skid plate below the bumper. Every exterior detail ties together the styling of the door handles, the hood scoops, and even the dual exhaust tip patterns, all the same similar shape and size. Longer, wider, decidedly more upright than the Sorento, Telluride envisions how a full-size Kia SUV would look. But the real story is what's going on inside the incredibly spacious cabin. That's where we've made the biggest leaps forward in terms of futuristic technology and ergonomic sophistication. In fact, the Telluride name itself reflects the harmony that can be achieved between the man, machine, and nature. 4 black leather captain seats appear to float in the expansive cabin in front of a 3rd-row bench. And take a look at that 2nd row. It has the seats that recline nearly flat with large fold-away footrests providing sublime comfort. Settle into this sanctuary and you will be surrounded by some of the most advanced features ever imagined for a passenger vehicle. Diamond cut openings in the seat back are embedded with smart sensors to capture vital health information, which is then displayed on door panel screens. The health information synchronizes with light-emitting rejuvenation system, which is the large wing-shaped LED panel mounted beneath the oversized sunroof. And that emits a pattern of therapeutic light to treat jet lag and improve energy levels. Another unique technology is Swipe Command, which allows the rear seat passenger to scroll through and select media with the swipe of their hand across a thin, touch-sensitive band mounted to the center console. Other features include wireless smartphone charging and Kia's first use of 3D printed components on the dash, door panels, and steering wheel. A fingerprint-activated push-button start unleashes Telluride's advanced 3.5-liter V6, which is the powerful heart and no compromise plug-in hybrid drivetrain. And the power is routed through all 4 wheels via an advanced all-wheel drive system. Now put it all together and you have a total combined output of 400 horsepower. Though the Telluride is only a concept, it embodies the DriveWise philosophy and previews what future Kia vehicles will aspire to: the seamless integration of human-focused features enabled by breakthrough technology. This vehicle is neither science fiction nor fantasy. It is a near-future look at what the relationship between vehicle and occupants could become. And when you come on up for a closer look, I'd encourage you to really explore the interior.
All right, great job, Tom. Great job to you and your team. And like Sid Mead said, there is no question your team is passionate about the future. And another fantastic job. Telluride is just one example of what Kia is doing today to bring the most forward-thinking solutions to our customers of tomorrow. And although it is purely conceptual right now, if you followed us closely over the years, you know that Kia has a history of bringing concept cars to life. So you can bet we will be closely monitoring the response to this beautiful vehicle here. With that, we thank you for coming and look forward to seeing many of you in Chicago. Now we invite you to come on up and take a closer look at the Telluride and the refreshed Fortes. Have a great day.